All right, I'm going to try this for the third friggin' time. Okay. Now, I did try to, I made this video and it was on, and for some reason it didn't save it to this phone. I don't know why, but, uh, I don't think I uploaded the video. I mean, maybe it was because I said this. Now, what the hell? How did I say that? No one gives a fuck about what you say. Prove what you can do. And I said that twice. So I don't know if my phone didn't like that and it decided not to allow it to come out, but that's exactly how I feel. And I'm talking about uh, you have a lot of these streamers, you have a lot of these alpha males out there, alpha males. And I'm not into that alpha, beta, gamma, whatever the hell shit. That's pathetic. You're not an alpha. I'm an alpha. He's an alpha. He's not an alpha. Oh, who cares? You're either a man or you're not a man. And there's only one way to be a man, and that's, your word counts. Okay, I'm going to do this, you do it. I'm going to be there, you're there. All right? It's kind of like Commodus in the original Gladiator movie, who, when he was talking to his father, Marcus Aurelius, I think Marcus said something about courage, and then Commodus, who was an abject coward, said, "Well, there are many types of courage." No, there isn't. There's only one type of courage. That's facing your fear and moving forward. That's it. But I was watching a video, and I don't know what the guy's name is anymore, but he had a compilation of tough guys, these tough guys on the street, and some streamers, which, Jack Doherty's a streamer. You got Neon, you have, I guess, Sneeko, you have another guy, Johnny Somali. And, the arrogant, rude, disrespectful behavior of these people. You have another guy I saw that he showed. He's in a grocery store and he's over at the dairy section, and this older guy comes up and he bends down to get something out of the bottom of the dairy case there. And this guy has one of them cardboard, uh, what do you want to call it? Cardboard displays where they put all kind of shit in. And he bonked this guy over the head with it and then started complaining about the guy breaking this for him and all that stuff. And this elderly guy didn't really defend himself other than I guess he didn't want any trouble or whatever. But then he was in one of the big box hardware stores. Now, I don't know if this was Lowe's or Home Depot, but he's walking around with a piece of drywall like this, just holding it like this. And then he would bonk people on the head with it. Holy crap. I mean, the urge to, if you could, and it's good we can't, to reach through the screen and just, there we go. It's all right, everybody. He's unconscious. Just walk on by. But this attitude with these people, and every time someone like that gets called out, then all of a sudden they're a victim. They're offended. Okay, you got these alpha males. You got Wes Watson. You have what's the other guy's name? You have a big boy. I don't know what his name is. You have another guy. I forget what his name is either. But he was a friend of Big Boy's, and then he became is doing his own thing, and he's got that kind of voice that he sounds like he's a real tough guy, but he's a big muscle bound guy. Yeah. And I did see where he was starting to take fight training. So, okay, that's good. Maybe he, with all the people trolling him, Joey Stacks. Joey Stacks. Yeah, which I'm sure is his real name. My name is David Kramer. It ain't David, Speedbag or David Asphalt. Okay, it's David Kramer. I don't have a fucking nickname. Okay, but you got guys like that. They're Wes Watson. He's challenged by people to his face that he called out, and then he don't want to do anything about it. Why don't you come out and off the parking lot and all that stuff? Which I'm sure when you get out off the parking lot, he'll tell you don't have the camera on, and then he'd be whining to you and making excuses that I was just talking. I didn't mean anything. And then right on top of that, they'll get back on the camera and start talking about him. I mean, narcissism is a illness. It's a mental illness. Then you have these special forces guys like Tim Kennedy and I think there's an O'Neill guy and others that come out and they'll take someone else's story and they'll make it their own. They won't say, and this guy did that. They'll talk to you, and it's like they did it when they did it. And I mean, you're in special forces. If you succeeded at special forces and you passed and you went out on missions, it doesn't really matter if you didn't kill tons of people. I'd say you made it there. Then you come back home and you have skills to start your own business like a lot of these guys did. Boom. Tim Kennedy did, but here we go. Now it's coming out about him. It's coming out about Marcus Luttrell and all that stuff. And with Marcus Luttrell, people are saying, yeah, well, he called himself a coward. Okay. What I heard is that he was in a position where he could not get to those guys. And he pretty much just, in a sense, he knew he couldn't get to those guys, so what is he going to do? You can't. If that's the truth, he didn't give up to where, if he couldn't get to those guys. If he could get to them and try to help them, well, yeah, then he's a coward. But if he couldn't get to them, that's what I heard, but so yeah, you got a lot of these people out there, and narcissism is like I said, it's a mind illness. You're mental. I've dealt with a lot of narcissistic people. It's just a mental illness. And they're very fragile people. I mean, you call them out, you get in their face, and oh my God, you horrible human being. They'll do to you, and if you do a little bit to them, oh my God, it's a catastrophe. It's the end of the world. I'm a pansy ass. I can't take it. I've dealt with bullies like that, where they do to you, and the minute you flip on them, all of a sudden they're the victim. Poor little me. I need help. God, if you're male and that's your attitude, you're weak. But in line with this, there's a guy, now I don't know if he has his own YouTube channel. I think I looked for this before, and I don't know if he really has his YouTube channel. This is a channel called Inner Light Shine, okay? But his name is Mike Burch. That's Mike, Mike Burch. And he's mid-70s, this guy, and he's doing, I saw him, I don't know if this was earlier in life, but he was doing 700-pound deadlifts, and he was competing. Now, what he had on the bar here looks like it was maybe between 400 and 500 pounds, and he did one rep. I don't know. But the guy's built. He doesn't, sure, he has a white beard and all that stuff, but he doesn't look like he's in his 70s, other than with the white beard. But his shirt, on the back of his shirt, it says, "Don't let your tongue get your teeth knocked out." Okay? And a lot of these guys that are tough guys. I saw where these guys who claim that they are street fighters and they were in 200 fights and they won 200 fights. They go into a boxing gym and they challenge the trainer, the coach. Boy, I tell you what, the self-delusion I like watching that stuff, you know, because all that guy got to do, I mean, they come in and they're like, no, buddy, you know, this is how you got to do it. Well, this is how I've done it. Yeah, okay, drunkie. Anybody want to give this drunk a beer? You know, and then they get popped in the liver, and then they're laying there all, or they get popped in the jaw, and they're knocked down, and then the ego takes over, and they got to get up to try to make up for the that because of their self-esteem issues. Yeah, but yeah, don't let your tongue get your teeth knocked out, or don't let your tongue destroy your credibility. Okay, that's why I have a YouTube channel, Dave's Home Gym, and that's why I work out. That's why most times I'm going to show my failures. Okay, sometimes, like that other week when I did that 227 squat, and I was just barely above parallel. When I rewatched the video, I'm like, what the hell? So instead of trying to do 5, I did 3 good ones. That's why the other week, what was it? Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, it was Saturday. I did, what was it? 4 reps with 227, paused. You know, wake up. We got to do it right. Okay. And so far, nobody's come at me about that. It looked good. You know, I've got to figure out how to, I guess I got to put the camera down or whatever, because the way those, what are they? I forget what you call those things. Yeah. What I have, I bought those 2 things, the boba. I bought them to be my spotters, okay? So if I have to let it down, then I can let it down on them. But yeah, I don't want to, flexing is bullshit. Unless that's what you do and you're a bodybuilder, then you're going to be going up there and flexing. But even that, you know, it doesn't mean that you're strong. I've seen guys that had less muscle mass than some of these bodybuilders lifting pretty damn good weight. Some little guys, you know, lifting 4 or 5 times their weight, you know. But yeah, you know, it pretty much shut the fuck up and prove it. You know, don't let your tongue get your teeth knocked out. So, you know, that's pretty much it right now. I hope this works. This here is, that one was 20 minutes. Now, I don't know if it decided it just doesn't want to, you know, upload, or maybe I shut the video off early. I don't know what I did wrong, but anyway, I'm done with this video, and I'm going to put the link to that short in the description. That way you can, you know, this guy's mid-70s. There's another guy that I'm subscribed to that is in his mid-70s, and he had heart failure, and he's doing deadlifts. Now he's doing, I think the guy can deadlift over 400 pounds, and he was doing like 335 pound, like in a workout. Yeah, I've seen guys in their 80s do 405 pounds. And like I said, that guy does that, and he had heart failure, heart surgery. So, you know, that's pretty much all I got. So I'll see you Friday.